welcome to the first episode of the OG era. I'm TJ Albin alongside with Big Nate.
Let's go.
Bro, we're on YouTube, man.
Yeah, we made it. Big time.
Yeah, we finally made it. We've been waiting a while for this. We announced this, what, a month ago? More than that.
Yeah, like a month and a half ago, maybe. It's
Yeah.
been in the works for like maybe 2 months, but we announced it like a month ago.
Yeah, it's been, well, I mean, because I've been a frequent guest on your show.
Yeah.
So now.
Big Talk with Big Nate, if anyone doesn't know.
Yeah, Big Talk with Big Nate and Cheap Talk Wrestling.
There we go.
Monday, every Tuesday for Nate, every Monday for me. So make sure you're watching. Make sure you're listening to all of us on the Daily Go.
Yeah.
Specifically us two, because we're the best right here.
Oh yeah,
we're the best.
We're the icons.
We're the
Daily Go.
We're the OGs.
We're the goats.
We're the goats.
That's it. We're the goats.
Bro, I'm excited to get this recording going. You know, because I'm hyped too. I know. I'm sorry for the delay on the recording.
Yeah, this guy over here, this guy, Big TJ, he had to go get a coffee. What is it? 3:30? He knew how to go get a coffee.
Yeah, I had to get a coffee.
Bro, I had to. Noon.
Yes.
You lucky man. I was in work since 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's the life I live. Waking up at noon, grabbing a coffee at 3, editing, not editing, talking to my editor till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes depending on the day, because he hates my guts. I don't know why I keep him. I brought him with us, but I don't know why I keep him.
To hell with him. He's still a good man, but he's crazy.
Well, that's the thing too. So the coffee I get is it's from this place called Marisol's. It's like a half hour away from me. Right. But it's so worth it.
A half hour for a coffee?
Yes. People do it. Yes, people do it. I do it myself. Every time I record Cheap Talk, every time I record with you here, I will have a coffee. I always try to get a coffee.
Wow.
Or like even when we recorded our show, like when we recorded for Big Talk.
Yeah.
I usually have one of these. These are good, dude. You ever had a coffee milk?
I'm not a big coffee guy.
No, I'm saying you've ever had like coffee milk, like with the coffee syrup.
What's that?
Oh my god!
Wow.
All right, Nate, when you come down to Somerset, first thing we're doing is we're getting you a chippy. We're getting you one.
I'm not a big coffee guy, but I'll try it. If I don't like it, we can throw it at Pombo's house. We can drive by his house and just chuck it full speed at his house.
We could.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. I'll buy you. That's my, if I bring someone with me, it's my tradition to buy them their first chippy.
Good man.
I do a lot of things. I do a lot of things for a lot of people. I buy their first chippies. I give them their new shows. You know, I'm a giving person.
TJ is. What a great man.
I'm a generous man. Too generous.
Speaking of greatness, let's get right underway.
Yeah. So have you watched what was Falcon The Winter Soldier yet?
I have seen it.
Yeah. It's really good.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
It's different. It was a different way to open the show versus how WandaVision was.
Yeah.
For a while, because everybody was like waiting for that, the anticipation of when we gonna see some action, when we gonna see fast-paced action. It just right to the races for them.
Right away.
Right to
and
the
it
races.
had, I would say that 8 or so minute long fight scene in a way, kind of. I would say that was one of my favorite fight scenes in the MCU's history.
What, with Falcon?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like while they're in the air? I thought that was cool.
Yeah. It's one of my top 10 favorite fight scenes.
That's when you...
Yeah.
What's not on my top 10 is Batman, Superman. The hyped up 5-minute fight for a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. But you know what is in my top 10?
What you got?
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah,
we'll get to that a little bit later.
Right.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This show was great. I really like it. It seems like it's a big character study on the Falcon and on Bucky, which I think is really cool.
I thought that was cool what they're doing with Bucky, how they opened up with him, with that psychologist. Yeah. I thought that was really cool. And he's opening up. He's going to everybody for stage step 3 of his recovery process. He's going up to everybody. Next thing you know, someone gets arrested. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
You got that. You have the seriousness of it, and then you have the comedy part of it. I thought that was funny as hell.
Yeah, they really blend the two really well. I think it's going to be really interesting to see where they go with both of those characters.
Yeah, I think it is. I like how they make the reference to Chris Evans, Steve Rogers at the beginning. Yeah. I like how they did that. The big FU at the end, that's what got me.
With
as he gave him the shield.
The new captain.
Yes.
Yeah. And that guy's nuts. That guy's I'm not sure if you caught that quick little smirk that he did to the camera.
Yep.
That he's crazy.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. The guy looks it.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Have you gotten a chance to read my article yet?
Bro, I've been too busy doing too many different shows.
You're still a great man.
Bro, I'm not even kidding you. So I not only we're doing this, I have Cheap Talk. Not only do I have Cheap Talk, I have Showcase shit, and they want me to tape 1,001 different things. I love them to death, and they were my.
And you have classes. You're a busy man.
And I have classes.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you the gist.
Man,
so
I got a lot.
I went over the episode a lot, and I talked about that guy. His name's John Walker. Is his superhero name is U.S. Agent. Like he's he's a war veteran. He's a little crazy. He tries his best to do good, but he's got a lot of inner demons, and he kind of goes a little off the rails. Have you seen the Punisher show on Netflix?
No, surprisingly, no, I have not.
Do you know anything about the Punisher?
No, not to.
All right, so he's kind of like an anti-hero. Like he'll kill bad guys, and he's just a ruthless guy like that. So John Walker is kind of like him, but he's in Frank Castle, the Punisher. He's very dark. He's very like not really a personable kind of guy. John Walker is like that, but he's very charismatic. You've seen The Boys?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Homelander. You know Homelander?
Yeah. Come on, man.
John Walker is just like Homelander. He's not nearly as crazy. And John Walker tries his best to do good.
Okay.
Like, he's kind of a hero, kind of a villain in the comics. I think what they're going to do is they're going to set him up like a villain. So this show, it's 6 episodes long. I think by episode 5, he's going to be coming back down to earth. Maybe him and Falcon and Bucky will have fought sometime before then. And then for the final episode, he's going to kind of join them a little bit and fight a bigger enemy.
I can see it. Like, I know you brought up to me a while ago on your show about Peacemaker. Like, would you say it's a similar, like for DC, would you say he's a similar, like, character to Peacemaker in a way?
That's a good comparison. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, very charismatic, tries to do good, but does bad things. I could see it.
All right. Well, at least we're getting a little bit of a background. But do you feel for Marvel, do you think like it's 9 episodes, 8 episodes?
6 episodes.
It's only 6?
Yeah, it's 6. But they're each to be 45 minutes to 50 minutes long.
They're only
Not like WandaVision's 9 episodes of like 25 minutes to 40-minute long crap.
See, that's weird that they're only doing 6 for them. Like I thought when you said when you brought up originally 6, I was like, okay, so they're gonna do 6. Like if anything, get to 6 episodes in 7, 8, 9. I'm like,
they're each going to be 45 minutes to 50 minutes. So I feel like they're each going to add up to being the total time that WandaVision was, if not a little longer.
Yeah, I can see it. If they keep it they keep the format the way they have, especially with coming off WandaVision, then I think it works out. But I feel like there's a lot of ways they could maybe add the time in. Like this episode could have been I'll tell you right now, this episode could have been 25, 26 minutes. And you could have had a 2-part like 2 different episodes in one. But then again, they want the anticipation to build. They want
they built it up.
Suspense to build, right? But at the end of the day, Marvel knows what the hell they're doing.
Yeah,
we're just here. We're just here. We're talking on the Daily Go YouTube channel. That's all we do.
Yeah,
that's it. But speaking of with everything that's going on with the Snyder Cut, correct me if I'm wrong on that name.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank goodness. I don't have to do a retake because we're unedited. So repeat it twice.
There we go.
But I watched a little bit of it, not much. For me, it was kind of weird to see part 1, part 2, like in the beginning. I watched maybe the first hour, maybe.
Oh yeah, they're showing part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, like all those parts.
Yeah, what is it like? So what is this how they broke it up, or it's different?
It's basically just like chapters, kind of like it's obviously all one movie, but they just broke it up into 7 different kind of chapters just to give a title to kind of show what it means, what each kind of chapter is really about. But I really like the Snyder Cut. I finished it up this morning, and I'm a huge DC guy. Anyone listening that knows me, they know I love Marvel, I love DC, but at the end of the day, I tend to lean towards DC a little bit more. And just seeing this, so when Justice League came out in 2017, I was looking forward to it for years. I love the Justice League in the comic books. I love the Justice League. I love those characters. And the movie was horrendous, and I felt very let down. It was entertaining a little bit just to see the Justice League on the screen, but this movie it's outstanding. It really is. It starts off a little slow in the beginning. I'll give it that, but it's perfect. And Zack Snyder, the director, I don't know if you know much of the background, but he had to leave filming for the 2017 movie like halfway in because his daughter committed suicide. So he didn't want to finish it. So he was like, I'm out. Warner Brothers gave it to Joss Whedon, who did the Avengers movie and Avengers Age of Ultron, thinking, oh, we'll pull this Marvel guy. We'll see how he does. Well, they kind of told him, they were like, Snyder finished about, it was said to be 50% of the movie, but it's really probably like 80% of the movie. So they told him, make the movie less dark, make it a little more funny, a little more family friendly. And just, all that kind of stuff. They wanted the budget out and whatnot. They wanted the budget to be small. So in this Snyder Cut, it's just Snyder's entire vision. It's all of his like 80% of what he filmed. And then he actually did some reshoots. So none of the movie that we saw was stuff that Joss Whedon recorded. It was all Zack Snyder. It was all his. This is literally his brainchild. So
all right. So for me, like kind of like from what I heard, like with Zack Snyder's situation, right? And then bringing in this Marvel guy, kind of reminds me in the wrestling world of this guy, Vince Russo. So Vince Russo, to give you an idea, give you a little background, he was the brainchild of the WWE's Attitude Era. Not the brain, I shouldn't say brainchild, but he was the one that kind of like boosted up a lot of guys' characters.
Yeah.
And made it like the thing that it was for the history of wrestling, the TV-14, where it was just out of this world kind of wrestling. But when he moved away from WWE, went to WCW, which was the rival at the time, just to give you an example, they gave him creative freedom to do whatever he wanted. So next thing you know, there was a Viagra on a pole match. There was a lot of like really gimmicky matches. Yeah, seriously. There was like a match. I'll put it like this: if me and you were competing in it, like they had like they had so many different styles. Like they had so many different like matches where it made zero sense. They had one where it's like the title was in a box and they had 4 different boxes around the ring.
Oh wow.
And then when the guy actually got the one with the title fell to the ground and delayed the match for another like a minute. But just to kind of give you that, because the way I'm looking at it, when you brought up the guy that they had from Marvel coming over to DC, that's how I'm looking at it. So, okay, he did great over here. It looks great on pay. It looks great on everything. It looks great on the screen. Made a lot of money. But when you don't have the creative backing behind you, like Marvel does, and you move away from it, can you duplicate it? Probably not.
Yeah.
So for Zack Snyder, I think for him to push this brainchild to later on, which is like currently, I think was perfect. I think it's a perfect way for him to get it. And not only that, with DC, they have their whole new section on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Like I was watching Superman 3 with Richard Pryor.
Oh, wow.
right before I went to go get my coffee, I turned on HBO Max and I started watching Superman 3. I skipped 1 and 2, went right to 3 because Richard Pryor is my favorite. out of any comedian, he's up there. He's a good man. He was a good man, big kid. He was a good man.
Yeah, he's a great man. He's a great man. He's a legend. But yeah, I really like the Snyder Cut. So you saw the original Justice League, right?
I did.
So sadly. What did you think of Cyborg and the Flash in that movie?
Gimmicky.
Okay. In this movie and in the Snyder Cut, they are without question the 2 best parts of the movie.
I saw a little bit of Cyborg in it. So like I said, I watched not too much of it because I was at it, like I was doing some other stuff, but I was trying to like watch and like figure out what I was doing. So I'm kind of like, okay, if I want to watch this, I gotta set 4 hours of my time like to watch this in its like in entirety.
Yeah.
But I want, like, trust me, I will probably get to it probably this weekend.
Good man. You'll like it. Yeah. Cyborg, he's definitely the heart and soul of the movie. Barry, or Flash, he's so much better. He's not gimmicky, he's not cheesy. He's actually really great. and they really do a great job on building him up.
I think,
and he's getting his own movie. Ezra Miller, Flash. He's getting his own Flash movie.
Good for him. Like, well, he had the TV show. It wasn't him. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, right? No, it was a different guy.
No, different guy. So that's why, like, you have the series and then you go to the movie and it kind of doesn't match. Would you say, like, with Marvel, I know everything matches up if you think about it. In some ways, it does, right? With DC having.
Well, here's what DC is doing. So every year, the CW DC shows, they have a big crossover where all of their 5 or so DC shows cross over. So last year's, 2019 really was 2020. They couldn't really do stuff because of COVID. 2019's, it was Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is a comic book event where I know I'm going to get all confusing right here, but so in the world of DC Comics, there are, for whatever reason, there are 52 Earths in the multiverse.
Okay.
So this thing called Crisis on Infinite Earths, all worlds basically merge and become one, and all that crap. But so the guy that runs DC Films, Walter Hamada, said recently that the Batman movie that's coming out is on Earth 2. The movies that we've seen already since Man of Steel, those are all on Earth 1.
Okay.
Yet on the Flash TV show, Ezra Miller appeared on that Crisis on Infinite Earths event for like a brief little cameo or something. So I understand, but yeah, no, they're completely separate. Yeah.
It's all a work. They're completely separate. And for me with wrestling, it's like everything's a work. You can always make something work with it.
Yeah.
Like take with what was the movie? Oh my god. Far From Home with Spider-Man. With the multiverse, you have Mysterio saying he's from like Earth what? It was like Earth
600 or something.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's just a normal guy just being like a jackass.
Yeah.
Because his product got named Barf.
Yeah.
The only reason I know all this because I bought the movie and watched it again for like the 5th time. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's a good movie. Actually, no, skipping back over to Marvel, what do you think? Like, what do you think of the announcement for? Because I don't think we talked about it last time we were even on your show. The new Spider-Man movie coming out.
What do you think of what the name for it?
Not the name, but where do you feel like where do you feel like this will rank for you? Or not where it rank, but where would you feel like it would play out for you? Like with the title and with the release of it after everything that's been going on with Marvel.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good movie. I feel like it's probably going to, I'm hoping it's going to be a top 5 MCU movie of mine. I think there's a chance. Big kid. They could have maybe 3-4 Spider-Man in the movie. Yeah, it's gonna be great. A lot of villains coming back, and I'm excited. I love Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. He's a great man.
He is good. It's Doc Ock.
What's his name? Jamie Foxx. A big Jamie Foxx guy. Hated his Electro in Amazing Spider-Man 2, but he's getting a new look in the movie, and I'm sure his
Jamie Foxx is going back.
Better.
Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
Yep. And he said too. He said, "I'm not going to be blue this time. I'm going to look different." So there we go.
Yeah, he didn't look good blue.
Yeah, no. I thought it was an interesting twist. Like I guess it's more realistic. Guy becoming electric powers. He becomes like a walking ball of energy. I guess that makes sense, but not cool. It's not.
How do you get his powers in the original one? How do you get his powers in Amazing Spider-Man 2?
He fell into a pool of electric eels.
Oh yeah, that's how you can get your powers. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now you want to go for a swim? Let's go for a swim.
Yeah, let's do it. That's like making fun of the trope that you jump into a vat of toxic waste and you get superpowers. This guy fell into a vat of eels and he got superpowers. Let's try that. Let's do that for a Daily Goat live YouTube video. Me jumping into a vat of like 20 gigantic electric eels. I'll become Superman. You can call me Super Kid.
It's Super Big Kid.
That's it.
Whoa, Big Kid. Whoa.
Super Big Nate.
Dude, that'd be great as a superhero for you. Like, what would you want as your power if you were a superhero? What would you want?
I like the easy one is teleportation or super strength or flight, but I'm gonna go original. I'm gonna go something that's actually kind of cool.
All right.
I'm gonna say, wow, this is tough. You know what? Give me super speed.
I was gonna say that too. I was literally, I'm like saying, if you asked, I'm gonna say super speed because it's like I want to get through everything
Yeah,
I can be
you
like,
can do
okay, I have all
pretty
this
much
time
anything.
left.
It gives you super strength, basically.
Yeah.
You run real fast, you hit something, and fly.
In some ways.
Yeah, and you can travel in time and whatnot. You can run wicked fast to places. It's like the whole package. It's the most underrated power. Super speed. That's it. Most underrated power.
I think it is.
Yeah, you can do many things with super speed.
You could.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like Pombos or what?
Forget about taking that plane ticket.
Yeah.
Just run.
Yeah. I feel like Pombo's superpower or Peter's would probably be clairvoyance. They can be a clairvoyant and see like the future and whatnot. So they can pick great betting picks.
What are we doing?
Back World Series on tonight. Let's use my power. Mets beating the Red Sox 15-3.
Nah, Mets ain't winning the World Series, bro. Mets ain't winning the World Series this year. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal. If the Mets somehow make it to the playoffs, just the playoffs, I will go to a game with you and I will buy a Mets jersey.
Wow.
I'll get the Mets jersey. I'll get the Mets jersey. If they make if they have to make the playoffs, if they make the playoffs, I will do that.
There we go. Next fall when I'm up in Colorado, I'm gonna fly back here for that moment. We're gonna go to a playoff game.
Oh yeah, you're going to Colorado.
Pombo said he'd pay for it.
Pombo said he'd pay for it.
I just texted him right now. He said that he'll pay for it.
My ass, he said he'd pay for it.
Peter said he's gonna pay for the booze too.
Okay, maybe Peter will buy that. It wouldn't surprise me with him.
There we go.
But let me ask you. So, like, I know with Colorado for you, you're going to Colorado, April 7th.
April 7th.
Now, you're going 7th to the 10th?
7th to the 11th.
7th to the 11th. Okay. What are you so? What's going on? What's going on there?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go out there, check out how it is. I want to move out to Colorado. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm gonna move it to Colorado eventually. That was my plan last summer, and then COVID exploded, so that ruined it. But yeah, I have a buddy who lives out there right now. I'm gonna stay at his apartment for a few days.
Nice.
He's gonna drive me around, show me around Colorado. We might catch a Rockies game.
There you go.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Excited. I'm gonna check it out, see how it is. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
You know what's funny? I'm not announcing it till my podcast on Monday, but I'm actually I'm leaving the same time as you. I'm going on a trip. No one knows this yet. Nobody knows this, not even you yet. And I'll tell you right now, if you want to know, find out Monday on my show. But I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I might be going. No, I don't know. Just gotta put my hat on for a second.
Oh, that's where he's going.
I don't know. Dude, I don't know where I'm going. I just know that I'm excited. Thanks to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski.
And TJ Albin.
You and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have just won the Super Bowl.
And $800.
What are you going to do next?
We're going to Disney World!
And I'm going to spend it. For helping me pay for this trip. Because the squares. Because we did that square game.
Oh yeah, Mr. 800 right here.
Mr. 800, and thanks to the 800.
TJ Moneybags Albin. That's it.
And thanks to the 800, I am going away.
Nice.
I think I'm leaving a day before you. I'm leaving a day before you, and I come back. So I'm doing like a Tuesday to Tuesday. So that way I can catch whatever. I'm gonna catch a couple games while I'm down there. I'm not gonna say where, but you'll find out Monday. You'll find out Monday. You never know. It could, I could be going back to Dallas. I love Texas. Wow. I love Texas. I tell you that. I love Texas.
Oh yeah, I know you love Texas.
Oh, Texas is nice. Yeah, I want to go to Colorado. Yeah,
I've never been there. I really want to check it out.
So what was I know with your friend, if you had to go anywhere else other than Colorado to kind of start, I'll say start, not start new life, but just start fresh.
Yeah.
Where would you go other than Colorado?
It's a good question. I don't know. When we were getting ready to graduate Curry back around about a year ago now, I thought it was in Boston. right out of Curry. I thought I'd stay in Boston with same friend of mine, Noah, who I'm looking to go out there with eventually. He's now out in where he lives, Jersey. We were going to go out to Boston, and then COVID hit and whatnot. I kind of realized, like, seeing myself in Boston, I'm not a big city guy. I've been here at Curry, obviously, for 4 years.
You don't like the dirty water, do you?
Yeah, I'm not really feeling the vibe. Never really, like, I'd envision myself working in Boston or in Mass, and it just didn't seem all that exciting. And Noah mentioned to me that he wants to go to Colorado. He's got friends. He has family out there, a bunch of friends.
Yeah,
he's been there a bunch of times. He loves it. He mentioned that to me, and he said, "Would you want to go out to Colorado with me someday?" And I was like, threw me for a loop, and I was like, "What?" I thought about it for a little bit. I was like, "Yeah, sounds awesome. Sounds awesome." Did a lot of research in Colorado. It seems like it's a great place. I like the colder climate a little bit, like, and it's warm there too a lot. A lot of people just think it's always snowing and whatnot. It's not. It's not. It's nicer weather there than it is now, or than it is here sometimes.
It's like that happy medium. You know, it's like it's not too cold, it's not too hot, it's just right.
Yeah.
Kind of like your AC, you know, it's like you put it like, for me, it's like I always like it low, but for some people, like they put it like 70, like 75 maybe, and that's their cooling point. For you, Colorado, I think might be that way for you.
Yeah.
And if it works out, good for you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm hyped.
And you'll be shooting from Colorado. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm excited for you, big kid. I'm excited for you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Be fun.
Yeah.
Excited for your trip. To see where you're going.
You have to find out. We'll do a super. I know. I'll tell you right now. I know I want to record while I'm where I am. While you're in Colorado, I'll record from where I am.
Oh yeah, I was gonna record a podcast with Shane. That's my guy I'm going out there with. Record a podcast from Colorado, and I'll be there on a Friday, so we can do our show there too.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. We'll do that. I'm down
fun.
for a trip special. No, I'm gonna call it that.
Yeah.
You know, the trip special. Or
I like it.
You know what? I got an idea. In the comments, ladies and gentlemen, figure out what our title should be. I know I haven't released my name yet, where I'm going yet, because I want to get. I love that. I like having that little surprise for a lot of people. You know, I don't like to just say, "Oh, I'm going here," or "Hey, I'm going there." I like to make people wait, and that's what you guys are gonna do. You're gonna wait.
I like it.
But listen Monday to my podcast at Cheap Wrestling. Listen to Nate's podcast on Tuesdays at Big Talk with Big Nate. Nate, we just wrapped up our first show.
There we go, big guy. There we go.
So make sure you click that subscribe button down there. Make sure you click that bell button, because we're going to be posting every Saturday. If not, maybe a Sunday, you know, depending on the day. I'm kidding. No, we're going to post every single Saturday, depending on scheduling. Maybe for Nate. I don't know. Nate's scheduled. Nate's a busy man.
Friday's good, man.
I'm kidding. But Nate,
man.
For myself, for Big Nate, you guys have been listening to the OG era. You guys have been watching us on the OG era. I'm used to doing the ending for my podcast. So this is a first, but we will catch you guys next Saturday. So keep us in your thoughts and let's keep it OG.
Yeah.
Let's keep it OG.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out Falcon the Winter Soldier and the Snyder Cut if you haven't.
Hell yeah. Hey, you're a good man, big kid.
You're a better man.
You're a better man.
See
you guys next week.